Hello and welcome back. So in the previous video we have connected all of the animations, we make the transitions and we assign the condition to that transitions. Now in this video we will implement these all animations in our game. So for that let me put this animator tab right there now, and as you can see we have the animator now assigned to this animator. Now let's open up the player script and let's start adding the animations one by one. So first of all we will add the walking animation. For that we need to create a reference to our animator. So for that, right here in this player animator and gravity, what we will do, we will press enter, create a public animator, and let's name this as animator. Save this, get back to the Unity, click on the player. Now as you can see we need to provide the animator there, so we will assign the animator. Now right here in Visual Studio we will scroll down, and inside this player move function, right here as you can see this is our move code. It says that if we are on the ground then we can just simply move in any direction which we want. So inside this if condition we will say animator dot set bool, and we will set the walk to true, and when we are walking we don't want the running to be true, so we will say animator dot set bool, and we will set the running to false. And guys, you will be thinking where this walk and running come from. If you saw the previous video, let me show you. If we click on this animator, as you can see we have this bool type parameters. These are all of that, okay? And if you see right here, let me just simply first of all zoom in here. As you can see, when we don't want to walk and we want to run, then we set the running to true. And right here as you can see we set the walking to true and the running is then false, okay? So that's why right here we set the running to false, because we are walking. And also what we want to do, if we are walking then we want to set the idle to false as well, okay? Because then the player is not in the idle animation, okay? He's then walking. And then we will set the jump trigger to, we will just simply set the trigger for that, okay? So we will say jump, because when we are walking then we can also jump, as you saw in most of the games, okay? And when we are walking then we can also aim walk as well, okay? For example, if we are holding down the W key and then we click the mouse right button, then we want to aim and walk, okay? So let me first of all set this to true and then show you how this will work. If we get back right here and let me do this, okay? Where is the walk? Okay, here is the walk and then aiming walk. As you can see we set the aim walk to true, so this will happen like this. Let me, okay, so if we are walking we can also aim walk like that. Okay, so after this we will say animator dot set bool, and we will set the idle aim to true as well, because if we are walking and then we simply stop walking, okay, and we are still holding down the mouse button, okay, then we want to do this, as you can see right here. Then we want to just stop walking and we want the player to be in the aiming position. Okay, so this was for the if condition. Now if we are not walking, then what we want to do? So right here we will add a else, okay, after this if. So we can simply copy that from there, paste it down below and set the idle to true. So if we are not working, then we can also go back in the idle animation, okay, or we can say the idle state. And if we are not walking, then we can also jump, of course. It's jump, okay, the J will be capital, and then after this we also want to set the walk to false, okay, so we will set the pool walk to false, and then after this we will say animator dot set pool, and let's set the running to false, and after this we will set the aim walk to false as well, because if you are not walking then we don't want to aim walk as well, we just want to aim. Okay, let me change this to pool, okay, not a trigger, it's a pool. Okay, so after this let's type the animation for the jump as well. So right here inside this jump function, so if you press down the jump button, then we want to play the animation. So the first thing which we want to do is to set the walking to false, okay, because we don't want to walk when we are in the air jumping. And then we simply want to jump, okay, and then in the else block we will say animator.set trigger jump, okay, that is it for the jump. After this, now let's do for the sprint as well. So inside this if condition we will say that if we are running, then what we want to do, we want to set the running bool to true, and we want the idle walk and idle aim false, okay, because then we simply just want to focus on running. And then if we are not running, what we will do then in the else block we will simply set the idle to false and walk to false as well. Let me now scroll up. But here in the jump else condition we want to reset the trigger, okay, we don't want to set the trigger, we want to say reset trigger jump, okay, and after this right here set the aim walk to false and set the idle aim to false as well, okay. For now just set these both to false, okay. So this is for moving or walking if you say, and this is for not walking. Then these animations are for the jump and these are for the sprint, okay, or running. So just save all of this now, get back to Unity. Let me click on this animator. Let me put this window right here, okay, somewhere right here, okay, so then you guys can see different animations being played, okay. Select the player so that it shows which animations are currently playing. Now as you can see, when the game starts, as you can see we are in the idle, and as you can see the idle is true. Now if we let me move this right here. Okay, so now if we click on the W button, as you can see now the walk is true, and as you can see the walking animation is playing. Okay, now if we stop, as you can see we are back to the idle. Now if we hold down the shift button and then if we press the W button, as you can see he is now walking. Okay, now if we remove the fingers from the shift button, now as you can see he is walking. As you can see he is running and he is walking now. Now if we try to jump, if we press the space button, as you can see now he is jumping. And you can see when the jump animation finish, it just go back to the idle, as you can see. So in this way you can make your own animations, and as you can see these animations just suit our player. As you can see it looks so realistic. As you can see he is now running, he is walking, he can jump as well. Okay, but we don't have the fire and the die for now, but we will do that in the upcoming video, so then you guys will know how this everything works. Okay, but now as you can see how these three animation plays. Okay, the running, the walking and the jump. Okay, in this manner all the animation work as well, but we didn't implement that. We will implement the shooting animation, the reloading, when we will be working on our gun, or you can say the rifle. So with this done, see you guys in the next video.